Okay. What is happening, everyone? We're here with Notorious B.O.B. He got us in the VIP lounge, but I did have to wear a button-up shirt.
You did?
I'm sweating a little bit, but we're going to be enjoying this meal and talking about the whole trip. And I'll let him do his intro, and I'll be right back with you.
Guys, thanks for coming to another video of our trip to England. I'm here, of course, with Brandon, DaGarbageDisposal Clark. I can never get that out smoothly, but check his links in the description below. Thank goodness he was here, because I would not have made it through this trip without him. And not only is he a good friend, but he's a great co-pilot, and like, you need one if you're coming to this country for the first time, driving on the wrong side of the road, and a turnabout like every 7 feet on the road. So we are here at a VIP lounge, waiting to take off to head back home. So this is the last video of the trip. We're gonna show you the food in the VIP lounge, have something to eat, but more importantly, we're gonna talk about every single video we film. And we're not gonna go into a lot of detail, but we're gonna say what we thought about it and go from there. So it's kind of a master recap of our trip.
Okay, and in the descriptions, we're going to put the whole video links of all the videos, so you can check them out if it spikes your interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully some do after we talk about it, because we have some interesting thoughts on some of these.
All these was we waited to let you know what the best and everything. We didn't talk anything out what the best or worst. We're going to do that right now. But I came on this trip a day early, so I did a challenge a day earlier than that in Memphis, Tennessee. I did Jack Brown's. I had 2 record challenges, and I didn't want to. I don't want to take it from the Earthlings and just go crazy and nobody can beat the record. So I was going to do just one more of the burger and one more of the Oreo challenge. But I did 2 more of the burger and just one of the Oreo challenge, because I had a burger of the day. So I did one of those for that day, and then I did all the burgers they had, which was like 8. So instead of doing 8, I did 9.
Excuse me, let me interrupt here. If you don't know Jack Brown's, it is a beat the record challenge. So if you don't beat the record, you don't win. So that's what he was saying. He didn't want to set the bar too high for the next person to come.
Okay. And I think I did 101 Oreos in Birmingham, and I wasn't just going to do that. I ate a burger for dessert. See what I did there? With bacon. I hit the airport. I was like, you know what? I am going to do a sponsored video for Zombie Girl Eats and her family. So I actually forgot to do it on the Jack Brown's. I felt really terrible. I did a voiceover, it's not the same, so I did a challenge in the airport, which was freaking expensive. It was probably this much food for $23. It was, it shocked the heck out of me. But on the intro, that's what you saw, was me being really shocked. So I did that speed challenge, and then the first English breakfast. It wasn't a proper one because it was at a Premier Inn. I'm pretty sure that's not the fanciest place around here to eat an English breakfast at, but I got a starter. I got the beans. I got a whole tomato. It wasn't the tomatoes you saw up there.
Premier Inn is all over England. They have locations everywhere.
But they're pretty good. I mean, they're pretty good on we did have one kind of shiesty, medieval feel town in Colesville, but
that wasn't Premier Inn though.
Yeah, that wasn't Premier Inn. But other than that, that's when we both started doing challenges. The first challenge was the one you found in Man vs. Food London, the 9-pound burger.
9-pound burger, yeah. That was a big burger. Put it that way. To me, it wasn't that bad because I could cut it into slices and eat it as a regular burger, which is probably my record for the biggest burger I've ever eaten, kind of as a burger. But it did, I gotta admit, the second half of that burger, it wasn't as good as the first half.
No. Had a lot of mayo on the bottom. You get to pick mayo or ketchup. But we did that challenge so we could have spending money in London. We were like, what, 300 pounds or something you win? Or
yeah, we got a bunch of money for that.
Yeah, so they owed us money. So we went back the next day to collect the money. We had to wait, so we might as well.
You missed something here. So after we did, that was the first day. I got off my flight, went right to the hotel to pick up Brandon. We drove right to Man vs. Food, did that challenge. Then we had a scheduled challenge at a place called Bite Me Burger. But I had an issue with my data. I did not get the email saying they were canceling last second on us. So we went to Bite Me Burger, and while we were there, we heard about the #1 Indian restaurant in all of England. Happened to be like
across the street.
Oh yeah, you could see it from Bite Me Burger. So we ended up filming there at the #1 Indian restaurant in all of England.
But we drove 2 hours, so we made something happen. And it actually maybe turned out better than you guys check the links out.
That place is called Raj. If you want to go to the #1 Indian restaurant in England, it's Raj.
R-A-J.
And we'll have to get you the town name because I really don't remember the town name.
I don't either.
It was a little while from our hotel.
Okay. So when that happened, the next day we went and did the meter-long hot dog.
Whoa.
What happened?
We went to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London.
Oh, I just did the ones we did.
I know.
I was going to mention
I got you.
Gordon Ramsay. Picture the middle finger.
They were going to do an all-you-can-eat pizza challenge, and they were going to give us one slice at a time. What? One slice.
So I said, are you coming back every 10 seconds?
One table. I mean, for now it's okay. You can take both, but at some point...
So 2 pizzas can fit on the same table?
No, it doesn't work like that. So we do bottomless pizza. So it means we come with the slices. By the slice, you won't have the full pizza on the table. We will come slice by slice.
We saw a video of a guy doing...
So that was set up in advance. He booked in advance. He requested that service. So that I remember the guy because I was here. So I called the head office and we set up for him to bring like the full pizzas. But that's not how the concept.
So are we going to be able to get like 70, 80 slices?
Yeah, can we just keep like every 10 seconds you bring a slice? Because we're going to eat them
today
fast.
is a Saturday lunch. I mean, it's going to be difficult for us.
Yeah, because we were just going to one bite the slices nonstop, but we ended up not filming there. We went back to Man vs. Food to collect our money from the day before.
I heard about that. Because I actually said it twice because I forgot about the trip started off pretty, like we're going to get shot down a lot. It turned out, it worked out a little better. We got shot down again. You got to hold your horse.
So we're back at Man vs. Food for a meter-long
onions and jalapenos.
Basically, it was just chopped jalapenos and onions, more than you've ever seen in your entire life. Brandon cleared half of it off, and it filled an entire plate it was like kind of like a bowl plate. So it was so nasty. The amount of salt in this jalapeno is horrible. So we actually thought that hot dog was harder than the hamburger.
Surprisingly. And this one here, not because of the taste, but because of what it traumatized me from this whole trip. To this day, I'm still feeling it. Burger Daddy. Really, really good burger. The cheese was melted properly. It's like lava though. It burnt my mouth.
There was a misunderstanding. They have 2 challenges. We each did a separate challenge. There was a misunderstanding with the time record of it, and the owner, which is super cool guy.
8 patties,
But
with fries and a milkshake. Come on, this is easy stuff.
Like that place has a vibe. Before you even walk into it, you feel the vibe. It's a totally American vibe. I can't recommend Burger Daddy enough, but Brandon misheard the record of being 15 minutes, which it was. He thought it was like, I don't know, 6 or something.
yeah,
So he went all in.
I went ham.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, look at that.
He's trying to beat a record there. That's cool, the burger done already.
I didn't know we were eating fast. Can we get over here?
Yeah, I thought you were slowing down.
I'm chit-chatting and he's... I was trying to get the record. I was trying to get the record.
Racing you.
He told me we were going slow.
That's half the burger almost done.
He's done it.
I'm not racing him, I'm racing the record. USA, USA, USA.
Which he didn't have to. He could have casually eaten that.
But if you do something stupid, you just keep doing it because you'll look even stupider if you fail.
So this is earlier on the trip. He badly burned the roof of his mouth. And unfortunately, it gets referenced in some videos because we're recording like 2 videos a day, and you have no time to recover.
So I try not to complain every single video. That's what you're going to hear for 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then we went to one of my favorites.
Oh, I was going to say that. I think the pizza is my favorite.
We went to a place called Hair on the Green. They have 3 different challenges there. We did 2 of the challenges. We did them back to back. We had a nice audience show up, a bunch of fans.
Tara, her mom.
And the locals came because he publicized it, the owner. So we did 2 challenges. A very rare team challenge. England has almost no team challenges. So we did a pizza team challenge and fries or chips, depending on what restaurant you're at. So we did pretty good with that.
Yeah.
And then immediately after, we tried one of their other challenges. So that was fun time. They were very supportive. Even like the locals that didn't really know anything about competitive eating, they just knew that there was a record there at the store, and some people had tried it already and failed the challenges, and they just wanted to come out and see a couple of Americans filming.
Excuse me. Surprisingly, this whole trip, I thought we was going to be the outcast where we was going to kind of be scoffed at and stuff. But actually, people were intrigued because most people here actually don't tell people what they're doing. They just do a little video thing and go, and they don't really, broadcast it.
We were very, very interactive. Well, I'm going to say Brandon was very interactive. I rode his coattails.
Why you start talking about this? Well, you going to talk about this or not?
I said Hair on the Green was one of my favorites, but this is my absolute favorite.
He's lying. While he's lying to you, I'm going to go get a fork.
So we went to Eric's Fish and Chips, and particularly for Shannon Lee, who wanted a crunchy fish and chips. And that was absolutely brutal. There was 0 taste to that food. It was just chips for months and months and months. And then we finally got to the fish, which tasted great compared to the chips.
That's not saying much.
Then we quickly realized that even the fish doesn't taste good.
I don't know, maybe a vacuum cleaner company probably could sponsor them because they suck all the flavor out.
Yeah.
They had a vacuum cleaner out there or a power washer and just all the seasoning was gone.
Yeah. So we realized we learned after the fact that they tend to serve fish and chips very, very plain. And then you're supposed to doctor it up however you want it. Whereas Americans in general, it comes kind of doctored up, and then you can add stuff if you want with this. And here, fish and chips, you do all the doctoring. So it tasted extra bland up.
So you come in the pocket with this. You just come in and season in chef hat, and you get to the table and you just spice it up. That's what. Next time I come here, I'm bringing a whole the pill case that I have with different seasoning in it.
So to be fair to Eric's Fish and Chips, we did not know what we were doing, and so it may be good fish and chips, but our experience was not that way.
I just think that's just how the food is here. It's not seasons.
And then we woke up early the next morning after an interesting night in Colville, England.
Sketchy.
Which is the sketchiest place we went to in England. We went to some sketchy places. Not that it's real sketchy, but that was sketchy.
Kind of like 7 Mile.
I don't know what was going on.
Less miles.
It was almost like the people there saw the Peaky Blinders and they thought they were like the Peaky Blinders Junior or something. I don't know what was going on. But that had nothing to do with the Copper Kettle, which was our first real full English breakfast.
That was, I think, my favorite English breakfast. we got to go down the line to this one. Is that something?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the copper kettle is in basically a trailer. It doesn't look like much from the outside. We were the only customers inside eating the entire time we filmed. But I never saw a restaurant crank so much food out the door. They serve all the bars in the area. They prepackage all the food, so you go to any bar in the area, you're buying their food. So they move so much food out the door. It's incredible. And I actually think the food tasted good. The people were so nice. A lot of these places we visited, they actually want you to win the challenge. They're so excited that someone could finally defeat the challenge.
Nothing like America. It's about the challenges. They're so excited.
They want you to, they're like standing there cheering for you. You can do it, you can do it. So after that,
let me check the volume. Check. Okay, we're good. Go ahead.
After that, we visited a place which I made many contacts with. We showed up to do the challenge, and they told me that they contacted me and told me there was no challenge. When I showed them that they didn't contact me, they were not too happy. So we didn't do a middle one that day. We ended up going to
the
ISO Sushi.
Okay. I bought chopsticks for that, folks. If I remember, I'm going to put it in the video of the special chopsticks. I didn't show him because I wanted to get a reaction on camera.
I didn't see it till days later. He had to use chopsticks to do the sushi challenge, but they wouldn't let us do the sushi challenge, which is fine. Like, I don't care if you don't have a challenge. It would just be nice if they let us know that you don't have a challenge.
You'll see it in a future Chinese video.
Then we went to a really fun one called Cafe at the End of the Universe. This was an interesting challenge, and it was a huge variety. We had a bunch of people show up just on purpose to see us. We had other people that happened just to see us do it and recognize us come over. And then we had a lot of people that worked in the area that wanted to see someone do a challenge. So there's a lot of people watching. But the interesting thing with that challenge is you get one beverage, and that's all you get. So you drink your beverage, you're done.
Yep. So you save it for last.
But you do have to finish the beverage. But it's tough with a lot of fried food in a burned mouth.
I'm used to it though. But that was a pretty good variety challenge. I like that one.
There was a lot of
good
stuff.
Wings on it and everything. The Franks. Does it have Franks on it, or that's another one? Oh, that's the down the road. I know what's up. That's the creepy one. I was creepy at. We'll talk about the creepiness.
Then we went to Kong's NQ, which is north quarter of Manchester. NQ is just a section of Manchester where primarily bars and restaurants are at. That was an all-you-can-eat tacos. And if you ate the most tacos, then you got the taco record, and you got a bottle of champagne or bubbly or something. I don't know what. Don't tell Beard, but we re-gifted the champagne to them.
He may know, but
he might recognize the bottle, but we don't know. But that was an interesting. It was kind of like fancy tacos, but not necessarily the fanciness I would want in a taco.
No pickles on tacos for you.
Yeah, I love pickles. I love them, but it seems so weird on a taco. Plus they had like pickled cabbage, and he just had stuff that I wouldn't normally put on a taco. Oh, and then we went to Tipsy Chef.
He almost is tipsy.
Which, when I walked in, I did not recognize this. I did a lot of research for this trip. I did not recognize this place at all. I was totally backwards. I didn't even know what the challenge was. It turns out they moved to a different location. And then we thought the challenge was an hour. We thought it was 45 minutes. We thought it was 30 minutes. Then it got lowered to 25 minutes, back up to 30 minutes.
Welcome to my world, because that's every challenge for me. I don't know what the hell's going on.
And it turns out that the owner, we ended up speaking with the owner. He was super cool. He was a big fan of Beard Meats Food. He made the challenge primarily to have Beard come and film. And he will do the challenge every day of the week. He does not care. It's just not, people just are not interested in doing that challenge. So they don't do it that often. And they haven't done it for a while. It hasn't been won in years. People have failed, but it's just not something to promote. The English mustard.
I got flavor this time.
There you go.
Finally.
But that was a tough one. For me, that was a real challenge.
You have to see that challenge. It's especially doing 2 a day. You know.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's really
two a day
rough.
after 2 a day after 2 a day, and when some of these challenges, I'm not saying they're coming out bigger for us, but they look bigger than other YouTube videos.
We were surprised on almost every challenge. We thought they was going to be, we're in the UK, it's going to be smaller food. They don't eat as much.
No. We got surprised. So after Tipsy Chef,
I did the Greg's.
You want to talk about it?
I did the Greg's. I had it sponsored from DJ Nosebag and MC Sesha. They have a music Discord here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
They have a music Discord group here in the United Kingdom. It's called the Herky Durky Boys. So I want to thank them for that. And that turned out, that was like one of these sketchy ones where they opened up a little late. It did seem like it was going to go down, and then it turned out to be, I think, one of the best, if not best, reaction videos I've ever gotten.
How fast are you going to try to eat all?
I don't know. What about like 15 of them maybe in 12 in about 10 minutes? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Is that too?
I don't think you can do it.
I'm not going to do it?
5 minutes isn't huge, no.
We got somebody that might have said that they was going to bet me money I couldn't do it.
I bet you £500 you cannot finish that.
You have to check the video out, but that video, if not number 1, it'll be number 2. So if you haven't seen the Chipotle video, that was the number 1. So you let me know, Chipotle video or the Greg's video for you.
I wish I had kept the camera rolling the entire time. We went in and it was just dead. Dead. People just trying to get their coffee and get the heck out of there. Brandon started talking and, a little interest. And then next thing you know, we have like 6-7 people got their cameras out filming them. It was insane.
Yeah, really good. And then the airplane-less gentleman that was sitting next to Bob, that was pretty ripe.
It was a little ripe.
I had a couple left over that, I didn't eat because I was doing the 5-minute deal. So I gave him those, and he was happy to watch that too.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we went to Meat Liquor. Is it liquor or liqueur? It's one word.
Not sure, yeah.
Liquor. But they're the first place that in the United Kingdom that actually had smash patties.
Yep.
First place. So
because here, if you don't process the meat yourself, you have to cook everything well done. The smash patty is obviously different. You smash it down, it just cooks quick. So they were the originators in England. No, and that was a good challenge. It was a quick challenge.
Weird vibes though, like the dark
it's interesting seeing
satanic.
But this trip we didn't want to do anything about records. We didn't care about records whatsoever.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. A couple I went crazy because I got amped up.
Well, the thing is, we got in a situation like, you came all the way over here. You're not gonna try to sit, blah, blah, blah. And they kept like egging us on, and then we would finally cave, and then this is one we caved at. So that's a total speed eating video. We're not too neat that one.
And probably that one too. But which one? Amalia's? Amalia's,
yeah.
Italian restaurant. That might be almost, if it's not it's tied close to number 1. I would think number 2.
That's really good. Another poor planning on the schedule. It's so hard to line these things up when you're driving around. We had a long drive back to Liverpool from Leeds, but it was worth it. They have 2 locations right across the street from each other. One you get snacks, the other is like a full Italian restaurant. And it was a pizza we ate. I don't know, pizza. It must be like a Liverpool pizza or something, because we wouldn't call it a pizza in the States.
No, but they called it a pizza, so we did as well. Do like the locals do.
Yeah.
But it's very surprising. I thought it was going to be rock hard. I thought it was going to be like burnt. It was like, I don't know what to describe it, but it was totally way different. It surprised us. Blimey. I was blimey about it. I think it's the word. Not blimmy. Do not say that.
The Northern Craft House. Wow.
Oh wow,
This is the first time we really got jammed up on
I
something.
think I left the video like it was. I'm going to because I'm a real life guy. I didn't know these ladies. They was of age, I guess. That's the stupidest way to put it because I'm an old guy. But I was creepy. I didn't mean to be that creepy. But they said they went to college. So I'm like, okay, they're working at a bar. They're college. But college here means 18 years old or so. I'm laughing.
They said they were out of college.
Yes, so I'm thinking they're older.
Right.
And I'm just an older guy, and I'm thinking, well, they just look younger. So,
Apparently college in England is like 11th to 12th grade in the States.
yeah.
But they told us we're out of college.
No, they're older than that. They was at least old enough to work. I'm trying to justify my creepiness.
Good luck.
Yes, you had to check that video out. I did.
That challenge was only defeated once, though. We had a tricky part with that challenge. They gave us 4 sauces,
Yeah.
like tubs. And they were the most strict whether we finished the food or not.
Yes.
So we ended up just chugging these sauces, which was not good enough.
Beard said the one wasn't even a sauce. They just made it up. Katsu something.
Yeah.
He said that's not even a...
So we were like taking our fingers and trying to get you had to get all the sauce out.
I'm not even
So-
going to comment on the fingers.
I was wiped after that one. That was an alleged easy one, which
Yeah.
it did taste good. There's a lot of variety.
That was the Frank's hot sauce. The wings were good. I just don't like Frank's hot sauce.
Okay.
Sorry, Randy. Sorry. But I'm just not a fan of it.
Then we woke up to an easy breakfast challenge as far as we're just going to take our time.
Yep.
No worries.
We talked it out in the car like, man, this is going to be a nice breakfast.
Whatever the time limit is, we're going to come in right in just to win it.
Some guy with a beard came in. And
The guy with the beard came in, started blabbing to us, saying how we should try to set the record.
he pumped me up, and I was like, I have to do it.
So then we went for the record, so that's another speed video, unfortunately. So it's a little bit messy, but I'm not going to say, we got the record or not. We'll leave some suspense here. But we went for the record. I got to admit, it's a little bit tougher, day 8 to go for a record.
Yeah, after like
Then-
yeah, we've done probably 15, 16 eating challenges.
But luckily, it was a super, super light day for us. We had what we thought were 2 easy challenges. We went to Sandy's Bar and Grill.
Yes, very much. One of the most memorable hospitalities.
Yes. The head chef, her nickname was Unicorn.
She
She was-
called it a Richard or something. A Richard?
Oh,
She's-
yeah?
Yeah, you didn't hear that? Her attitude wasn't an attitude, but it was a banter. But
Yeah.
like, you have to know them to know they're not being mean to you.
Right. But
She's nice.
I think she would be like a good, like if she was your friend, she'd be like a rock solid.
Yeah.
But she showed us the ingredients of this fish and chips challenge. Just the chips were an entire 2.5 kilogram bag of chips, which is about 5.5 US pounds.
Yep.
That was just the chips of it. And then you had other stuff you had to eat too. So
That was the most flavorful fish on this.
that was the best fish and
Still not
chips.
saying much, but it's the most flavorful, cooked the best. The chips. The chips are bigger. Fries are small. The chips, that's the best chips on this. Still not saying much of the seasoning, but the texture of it, the inside, it was blanched properly. Really good. And we had desserts. I think almost maybe the best dessert, a lemon drizzle. Best dessert of this whole trip, even from the fancy restaurant. I'm gonna say that's the second favorite. That one, we'll talk about that. Moving right along. Hang in there.
That was nice. That was at a football stadium.
Yes.
And they just got promoted. Their football team just got promoted, by the way.
Don't call it soccer.
First time in 21 years.
So that's the whole video. We had to not say soccer, but say football, and not say fries, but say chips. I was on pins and needles. Next, we went to the Cafe Crew. That one there, very, very small place. And at first, we wasn't going to do it, and then they allowed us to do it. We didn't schedule ahead.
You have to schedule that one ahead.
Yeah. So, but we took up the whole grill probably twice. But it was I liked the hospitality there. We talked to a gentleman named Bob, other than you, Bob, He didn't have the Dotson in his name, but
it's not yet.
Very nice guy. He lived there around 21 years, I think. Has a son in the States
And daughter.
and daughter.
But that was nice because it was a breakfast challenge, which was the typical English breakfast, but it also included a milkshake, which you got to pick.
Yes. And guess what I got? You have to watch the video.
And in the same town, we went to the next challenge.
Yes. This is the 50s American diner, or you can say 1950s. There's three memorable: the Hair on the Green, the Sandy's Bar and Kitchen, or Bar and Kitchen, and this one here. Hospitality here was the same. It was great. There was a wrench thrown in here in the middle of the challenge that I was unaware of, but that's because I talk too much, and some people listen.
As we found out.
Yeah, so that was there was hidden hot dogs. We didn't know there was more than that in there. It was a very, very delicious challenge, though. I like that. And actually, that did have some seasoning. I
It did.
Yeah, chili,
Probably because it was an American restaurant.
because it was American. So go ahead. You want to do the?
So then we tried to find a pies and mash challenge, which is, there's not a lot because we tried to film on Sunday. Sunday things, a lot of stuff closed in England, even retail stores.
We after this though, we did see somebody. I think we went to go eat.
Oh, we forgot about that.
Let's back it up.
So we went to see Leah. She was kind enough to meet us and have dinner with us where we had to try. She found an authentic English place, which she said was hard because a lot of English places now are fusion restaurants. But this is a typical English place. It's a Victoria something. And she ordered us a bunch of typical English foods, and we got to sample a bunch of stuff. So the sampling was great, but it was a lot more fun to spend time with Leah. If you don't know her personally, if you only know her internet personality, you're missing out on a really smart woman who's on top of like this whole thing that we all do. She knows what she's doing.
I gotta say, she's very attractive. There's no hiding that. But you know what? As attractive she is, I think she's even smarter than attractive. That's kind of hard to believe if you don't talk to her. But we did have like a 2.5, 3 hour long chat about a lot of stuff. So it's nice to sit down and not just talk about food, but talk about what's going on, the future of channels and stuff to do. But that was one of the desserts there I liked. It was on the right side, whatever that was. I can't even tell you, but it was delicious. So now Toby's carvery. I'll let you do that. I'll put it in because I know we missed
So
one.
we tried to find a pies and mash, which is typical food in the London area. Mash is mashed potatoes, and then you have these pies that are filled with meat. We found a place. We drove 2 hours to get there, and they said you had to call a day in advance. So that was shut down. However, on Sundays, what do they have here?
They have a roast. They do a roast kind of meal for Sundays, and we Google around for carveries, and that's like a buffet. They go up there, they carve the meat, and I don't know what to say about the place. It's McDonald's. It's like more franchise. The best ones that probably to go to are maybe the mom and pop ones, but we did talk to a local there, and he was telling us about that. It's probably not the best one to go to if you've never been to one. So if you come over here, we're going to talk about it, but I would probably veer you towards another carvery.
Yeah, totally glad we did this. The place we went to has locations pretty much everywhere. So it was fun to try. Obviously, a lot of people go to these places, so it's not like a bad restaurant. It was just, in general, I don't want to give away videos. I would say we're going to sum up the whole experience of the food. It's a lot less flavorful than the States.
A lot.
I don't even realize we had flavor in the States until...
we're going to go back and have like LSD.
Yeah.
I don't know how the experience is, but I heard about it. Like something like that, acid.
Yeah, and I don't mean adding salt and pepper at the table or a hot sauce, I mean, it comes out already flavored, and then you like finish it off in the States. Here it's more, it comes out as a base, and you got to do all the work.
I would say, I know some people that no matter what food comes to the table, they just put salt on it. Like, did you even taste it yet? They might have to. Well, here you can automatically.
You could just do that.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So we do challenges. A lot of times I ask for no salt added because the salt, when you're doing 2 a day, it just builds up and you just swell up. There was one day I couldn't get my ring on.
My rings were falling off on this one because of no salt.
Okay.
Like this hand, I guess I eat with my right hand, my muscles. I don't know.
But you could easily add salt here and not worry about your salt content. And then that brings us to the VIP lounge. This is the lounge in London Heathrow. Through my credit card, I was able to get us in here. And it's nice. You can sit here for 3 hours before your flight, which I guess you don't really want it to because it's up to your flight time. Probably sit here 90 minutes, 2 hours, then go wait in our terminal. But this is just kind of a recap. We really want to thank everyone who made this possible. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, we'll roll it on the screen here in a second. But thank you very much, guys. It was an experience that hopefully I can have experience again. I did talk to Bob. Maybe I might be back to do a lot of just speed challenges. So who knows? Maybe I'll wrangle Leah into doing some speed challenges.
She probably would.
Yeah.
She's got it going on. She's one of those eaters that truly has a full schedule. Generally, if you hit me up, I'm available within a week. Leah's got stuff planned forever.
Yeah, we was lucky for her to even come out.
Yeah, with TV shows and like just tons of real things that she can't move the dates on.
She didn't like the magnets on the car though, so I bought the magnets. So I think it helped out a lot. I did get one email stating my leaflets were unauthorized. So they will call security the next time they have a problem, which they probably already did because I've scattered them all over the place.
It's either Burton's or Belton's.
Yeah, I've got 1,700 business cards, 1,800 business cards gone, but most of them I leave a stack. Kind of like everywhere we do a challenge out and say, can I leave some business cards here? So. But other than that, guys, I really want to appreciate Bob for doing this trip with me. I wouldn't have been able to do it by myself. I know I couldn't. Maybe next time it'll be rougher, but maybe if I come alone and do the speed challenges and live in the car for a little bit, I can make it.
I mean, I'm sure you can do it. You're an adult. You can do it, but it's just so much easier.
Yeah. First, I definitely needed Bob here. I couldn't have done it.
I can imagine just doing this. Like some people I know travel to a different country with a different language by themselves and drive.
That's mad.
It's one thing you're taking a bus around or something, but driving, you got people that are not going to be patient with you.
They have to ask
when you're
a lot
just
of questions, like a lot. So, okay, well, anything else other than look in the descriptions for all the links? I know we probably put some videos up of just a little bit of stuff that we talked about, but if you want to see the whole videos, check those out. And I'm thinking maybe for me, Australia. I don't know if Bob might chime in later. It'll be next year. Eli Lessig might be there. So we'll try to do some different stuff like this from time to time. I can't do it all the time because, as you know, I got a one-legged chicken to sleep with, and I need to get back to her.
I know. Before I think about Australia, I need a good nap.
Yeah.
I am tired. But it's fun. It's a good time. You know, we did as much as we could here. We were not.
Yes.
This was no vacation.
No, like people want to come over here, and I told my sister, I said, Amber, if you want to come over here, you probably need to rent your own car and get your own hotel rooms, which would be a whole separate trip because we don't have time to go look at a castle and picnic and look at that. We really don't. And look at that roundabout we missed. Okay, everyone, if you are going to be wanting to view these videos that we showed you, every Friday he's putting a video out starting in May. Every Saturday I'm putting a video out starting in May. So please check that out. At the end of the video, at the end of this trip, if you missed any, just find the playlist. We'll put that in the link of the last video. And in the descriptions, you can check them all out as well. So, with that said, thank you very much. Hey, thanks for watching the video again. If you haven't visited my website yet, the address is www.DaGarbageDisposalStore.com. You can navigate through the top, all these links right here. There is actually a question and comment form. If you have any questions or comments, fill that out and it'll go straight to my email. At the very bottom, there is a free newsletter. Just sign up right here and you'll get a weekly newsletter. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit see all so you get all the notifications and don't miss the videos. Please comment. I like to listen to your comments and respond to you. So I do like to interact with you guys. Please share the video with your friends, family, even your boss, and have a great day. Let's meet other plans.